Hello, my name is Erin Swenlin from DecisionPoint.com, and welcome to your Daily 5. I'm going to show you the 5 charts that I think you should see before going into this week, and I think they're pretty interesting. So before I get started, I do want to let you know that at DecisionPoint, we have 2 great newsletters, the DP Alert and DecisionPoint Diamonds. The DP Alert is going to give you everything you need to know about the markets in general, and DecisionPoint Diamonds will give you diamonds in the rough that should start to sparkle based on what we're seeing in the market overall. You can use the coupon code DP Trial 2, but I do want you to know we are going to have an excellent Cyber Monday special of buy one, get one free month. So if you buy 1 month, you'll get the second free, and go to the DecisionPoint blog on StockCharts.com and you can get all the details on how to get that special. All right, so I'm going to start off with, of course, the SPY. So let's look at the daily 5-month chart. So the SPY has been really chopping around here. We had a feeling that's what we were going to get after the big rally week we'd had, a little over a week ago. And the unfortunate thing is it has formed a bearish rising wedge, but it is holding support at 390. I like the way it looks anyway. My dad Carl Swenlin may disagree with me here, but I'm still kind of bullish going into this week. We just might not, I'm seeing a little bit of chop, but a little bit of trickle up, as they say. So I think you should definitely be exercising caution this week. But the main thing is it is a holiday week. So let's be honest, we're not going to get a lot of volatility. And so I don't think your positions are going to be in danger or anything, but just keep your eyes on the ball, have that babysitting function going right there on your positions, if you don't already. Swenlin Trading Oscillators, let's look at those, and the ITBM and ITVM. The Swenlin Trading Oscillators are our short-term indicators, and the ITBM and ITVM are the intermediate ones. So we normally don't put them on the same chart, but I think for your daily 5, since I'm trying to get as many charts in here as possible, that this is the best presentation that we have. So a couple of things going on here, and unfortunately, they're not really that great. One would be the STOs here. You can see that they are in a negative divergence with price tops, and that usually will occur right before a decline. I think the good news is that we haven't really had a decline to the magnitude we saw back here, and hopefully we won't see one to that magnitude. The fact that we're really holding our own here currently, even with the STOs moving down and these negative divergences, I think that that's somewhat bullish for us. At least makes the picture more neutral. You can see that the ITBM and ITVM also topped. They topped very specifically right at the top of this particular short-term trend. I have to say these indicators are pretty much right on almost all of the time. So that's why I am a bit nervous. But I think with the holiday trading and with getting these indicators decompressed, that I think it does set us up for a rally going into next week. But I'm going to reserve my judgment on that one until I see how the indicators shake out this week. All right, the golden cross and silver cross. This is going to give us that intermediate and long-term picture of the market. All right, so you can see the silver crosses. I actually said golden cross on there. It's only the silver cross. These are the broad market silver crosses. So we've got the one for the S&P 500 right here at the top. We have the NASDAQ Composite Silver Cross, and we have the NYSE Silver Cross. I'm going to pay attention and talk to the thumbnail because this is kind of small and hard to look at. So what I'm seeing, again, we've already talked about the SPY, but look at the way that the Silver Cross Index is accelerating upward. For those not familiar with the Silver Cross Index, that is similar to, well, let's start with a golden cross. I think most people know golden cross is an upside crossover of the 50 and 200. At DecisionPoint, we've come up with the silver cross, and that is a 20-day EMA and a 50-day EMA positive crossover. The index, the Silver Cross Index, counts up basically how many within the S&P, or in this case, the NASDAQ, how many of the components actually have a 20-day EMA above their 50-day EMA, or they have a Silver Cross. This indicator has also been extraordinarily useful. You can see they bottom both, price bottoms that we had back here. And you can see that, like I said, it is accelerating higher. Yes, it's getting a bit on the overbought side, which is why I still think we have some upside potential, but then it's going to start to get a little more dicey. But we'll make those decisions after we see the indicators going into next week. The Silver Cross for the NASDAQ is also rising. In the NASDAQ's case, the Silver Cross is not at all overbought, so it definitely has room to move higher. This index has been having a little more trouble, as we know, than the broad market, the SPY, the S&P 500. So it's not surprising to see that it hasn't really gotten itself up to the same degree as the S&P 500. And you can see here on the NYSE Silver Cross, similar situation, but it's looking a lot like the S&P. You've got it moving upward, getting a little on the overbought side, but still seeing all three of these rising strongly. That's why I can't get overly bearish on the market. Finally, let's look at my sector to watch and my pick for going into this week. All right, here we go. Here is our healthcare chart. So I like the little breakout that we are getting right now. I like that the PMO is turning up above its signal line. Yeah, it's getting a little on the overbought side, but I think this is a pretty nice setup. You've got a positive RSI. You have a Silver Cross Index that, yes, it's flat, but moving sideways is perfectly fine. So is the Golden Cross Index. And you can see that really the stocks above their 20, 50, and 200-day EMAs are, we've got pretty good participation here. So you really can't, sneeze at this sector. Here is what really attracted me to this chart. That would be the relative strength of the healthcare sector as it shows right now. All right, we got one more chart, and that would be in the healthcare sector. Merck is one that I like. It's having a pretty decent day right now, and I think that it's going to continue higher. This is a really nice PMO turn, whipsaw buy signal. Look at stochastics just getting above 80. OBV is definitely confirming this move. And notice that we have price bottoms that are moving lower, and we have an OBV that is moving higher right here. That suggests we're going to get an extended rally out of this. Note also that you can see that the group itself, pharmaceuticals, which I like, are doing well against the S&P, and Merck is following suit. So I think Merck might be an interesting play this week. We'll have to see how that all shakes out. But I think with the holiday trading week, I think we can all take a sigh of relief. It's not going to be too bad. And that's all that I have for you on your Daily 5. Thanks so much for watching.
Hey, Grayson Rose here with StockCharts. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, consider giving it a like down below, maybe leave us a comment, and if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe at the link up above. We're gonna bring you daily content from an incredible collection of technical analysts and financial experts.